What is going down, YouTube? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I am back here with another MLB 14 The Show, Road to the Show, featuring my shortstop playing for the Detroit Tigers. And welcome to the postseason here against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And look at the playoff bracket. You see that it is now the Baltimore Orioles versus the Seattle Mariners, and in the National League you got the Dodgers versus the Pirates and the Cardinals versus the Braves. So leave your predictions in the comment section below, as long as other questions I might have for you guys along the video as the video goes along. So I am really excited to start these playoffs. Wow, we've made it again. This is the year of redemption. We hope to not fall short like we did last year against the Texas Rangers. They are not in the postseason, obviously. There were 3 teams. Now that I look at the bracket, there are 3 teams in the AL West that made the playoffs. That's incredible. That is outstanding. Like, how did that happen? Wow. But on to this 5-game series against the LA Angels of Anaheim. We're hoping to come out with just 3 wins, since it is a best of 5. And man, I'm just really nervous a little bit. I have a little bit of butterflies in my stomach in these games, because it's just the big stage. Every game matters. Every game matters. Not just like okay, yeah, the regular season, yeah, the games matter, but they matter now more than ever. You see my season stats: 40 home runs, 139 RBIs with 54 stolen bases. Just incredible numbers. And MVP once again, of course. You expect to be an MVP with numbers like those. Miguel Cabrera, also an MVP, but you saw our record was 123 and 39. That is a major league record for most wins in a season. But now we're down 2-1 here to the Angels, and that one gets past Albert Pujols, and I'm going to get a nice solid single. So I'll take that. I mean, it does tie up the game at 2. So now we're with runners on the corners here in the bottom of the second. I'm going off for second base, and the catcher just loses his grip, and I'm safe at second base without a throw. So now runners on second and third here with Austin Jackson looking to punch us home. The pitch is going to be taken into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores, and I am going to score as well, making it 4-2 Detroit, as the crowd is going absolutely berserk right now. And now here, bottom of the third, 5-2 Detroit. Runner on first, 2 outs. I get the pitch I want, and this one's going to go over the head for a nice blooper single. Wow, that is just crazy. But I do get a little greedy, but I'm safe at second base. Whew! I did get a little greedy. I need to stop getting so greedy. Like, I keep on telling myself that, but then I see the opportunity, and I'm like, oh shit, I better take it. And I end up getting myself shot in the foot. So I do score again on another single by Jackson. So this lead is getting blown wide open right now. It is now 7-3 here in the bottom of the 5th with a 1-0 count here. And another at bat. I get the pitch I want again, and this one's going to be slapped into center field for a nice solid base hit. So I'm hitting the ball extremely well. I'm 3 for 4 in this game. Pujols is just sitting at first base like, man, how do we stop this guy? But I'm off for second base again, and there's actually a throw this time, and I'm safe. Head slide, not the smartest idea, but it is how I get on the base, so I'm not even going to be worried about it. But here up 8-3 in the 7th inning. Second pitch of the at bat, and I'm slapping this one in the right. So make it 4 for 5 in this game. I have seen the ball extremely well. I tend to do that, you know, since last year. I've really started to pick up on tendencies and pitches and stuff like that. Like from MLB 13 The Show to MLB 14 The Show. Like, I'm not talking like last year's, you know, 2018. This is the 2017 postseason last year. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like from MLB 13 to MLB 14. I've seen the ball more. I've seen the ball better. I have better plate vision, just because of the experience from the game. So it's really helping me out. I know I choked last year's in 2017 playoffs for sure, but it's not like I was making wasteful outs, like swinging on the first pitch and shit like that. I was actually, you know, working well into the count and trying to at least make it seem like I'm trying to be productive with these outs, trying to make the pitchers work. That's my goal. But here on the first pitch of the at-bat, I do swing at this one, but it is a productive thing to do right here because I do get a base hit, and now there's runners on the corners. See, my thing is I'm trying to be as productive as possible. It doesn't mean, oh, getting a hit every single time, getting a single. It could mean, you know, getting an out, but it took the pitcher 5+ pitches to do it. That's what I mean by being productive. It doesn't have to be getting a hit every single time, although I would like that. It's just not going to turn out that way. So here's a nice little blooper to center field, and here is Trout throwing it to the plate, and he is offline with his throw as I'm safe at home. Just imagine if that throw was on line, I would have been out by a mile. I would have been a roasted duck. Quack, quack, done. So now here's 6-2, but I had to do something about that, though. We are down in this game. We had to do something. So, we're trying to find our way back into this game, but look at the right fielder. Missed the ball by a country mile as I'm going off for third base, and that is going to be a triple right there. They're going to count that as a triple, which is weird because I really thought they could have counted that as an error, but they didn't. So now here's Austin Jackson at the plate, taking this one to deep center field again, and that is going to be an out, but that is going to be a piece of cake for me to go across home plate. So now we're now down by 3 runs. Now we're down by 5 runs here in the 7th with a runner on first. First pitch of the at-bat. And I'm taking this one to deep center field, but that one is not deep enough. That is not a productive out. And I could have done better. I really could have. Sometimes when you get those big old eyes, when you see that pitch you really want, your eyes get big and you're just like, let's swing at it, let's swing at it, and you swing at it and you're just like, fuck. You know? So we're now tied at 1 in the series, going to Anaheim for Game 3. And we're looking to come out with a win because a loss here would be bad. It'd be bad, okay? So please, oh please, baseball gods, do not let me down because I do not want to lose to the LA Angels, who only finished 86-76 to beat a 120-win team. That would be embarrassing. I'll just call it a fluke, that first game. So here's Austin Jackson swinging on a 3-0 pitch, which is really weird. But he does make it productive as he does get a double and drives me in around to score. So now we got ourselves a little bit of a head start. So up 1-0 here in the 3rd, and I'm taking I mean Venusaur with a question mark. I mean, I don't even know what the hell that was. Like I said, big eyes, and you just get like big-headed, and you start to think, oh, I'm gonna smash this sumbitch. So I'm just gonna chalk that up as a loss. So we do get a base hit right here. That's always productive. We're trying to move on to second base here, try and get in scoring position for my team, and I am so safe at second. But look at me getting greedy once again, and I get called out at third. Wow, fucking genius. So that's not a way I wanted to do it. I thought I was gonna make it, to be honest. And then I was like, oh, shit. So here's SportsCenter's top play. That's a nice play right there. Underhanded throw to the second baseman and on the throw to first. Turns a double play. And now it's looking like we're going to go up 2-1 in the series. But, you know, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. So I do get the out right there. And look at the fireworks playing in the background as the LA Angels come back in the bottom of the 9th to win the game 3-2. So now, backs up against the wall. We have to win 2 straight games to move on to the American League Championship Series against either Baltimore or Seattle. Here we go. 4th game of the series. Smashes it into right field. Good way to start off for a base hit. I'll take that. So all we need to do here is just find a way just for me to score. So I'm doing it as much as I can, being aggressive, taking second base, and I am safe. So later on I'm on third, and there's a hit to right field, but there's the right fielder right there, and I'm getting greedy again. I'm getting greedy again. Perfect throw to home, and I'm called out by a mile. So yeah, I need to, like I said, stop being greedy. Stop being greedy. In the top of the 3rd here, first pitch of the at-bat, I'm taking this one in the right field. Nice productive hit. Runners are now on every base with nobody out. So here we go. Well, I mean, we do get 4 runs out of it, but let's just say I didn't come around to score. My teammates did. So here in the 4th inning, 0-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third, and I'm going to take this one into center field for a nice solid single, And we're in business once again as I get an RBI, making it 5-0 Detroit. And now 6-4 Detroit here in the 8th. Full count. Can we get something out of this? Backs up against the wall. We got to come through clutch in every situation. Get the pitch I want. And I'm taking this one in the right center field. And that one's going to land in between them. And I'm going to end up on second base with a double. And a standing double at that. That throw was way offline. Look at that terrible throw. That terrible relay throw. You got to throw it to the cutoff man. But look at this. They come back to tie the game in the 10th. Oh my God, this is just insane. We could lose this series right here, right now, but I'm not letting that happen. I'm taking this one to left center for a base hit again, landing myself on second base, and they actually throw it to the cutoff man this time, and there's no erratic throw. If there was another erratic throw, I probably would have taken third. So here's Austin Jackson smashing it in the right center field, and I'm coming around to score to give my team the lead. Oh, what a relief. Oh, what a relief it is. So here with 2 outs, on the bottom of the 10th, backs up against the wall still. Runners on the corners, base hit, 1 in the gap, and the game is over. But also, grounded to the pitcher, the game's over. And we survive and move on to game number 5 in Detroit at Comerica Park, as this series is now tied at 2 games apiece. And now, here we go, 2-0 count in game number 5 in the bottom of the 1st. Let's see what we can do with this one. We're taking this one to right field. This one is high enough. It is deep enough, maybe. No, it's not. But I'm going to end up at third with a standing triple, as that one bounces off the wall and the right fielder misplays the ball, and I end up on third base. But we don't get anything out of it. Look at that. So now bottom of the 3rd. Nobody out, 1-0 count, runner on first, and I'm taking this one to deep right center field. This one has a chance. Yes, it does. Goodbye, baseball. First home run of the postseason, and it couldn't have come at a better time. It is now 2-0 Detroit in game number 5. Backs up against the wall. Winner go home for both teams. And now I come through clutch for my team, putting them up 2-0. Here in game number 5 of the ALDS. My bad, I'm way ahead of myself. But 6-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 count, 2 on, and I'm taking this one in the center field, and that one is going to possibly score a run. The throw to the plate is off the line, and it is going to be another RBI for myself. I'm coming through clutch in the biggest of moments right here. This is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. I am really coming through for this team, as we're now up 9-3. But that one, oh wow, it really looked like I was gonna get it was gonna be caught, you know. I really thought that the second baseman right there was gonna catch the ball and I would have been out, but he misplayed it and I ended up on base again. So yay for me. The more the better, I guess. I don't know. That was just a weird situation. So this one's going to be taken to the shortstop, and I'm going to be safe at first, getting another RBI. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you come through clutch for your team when your backs up or against the your backs are up against the wall. 5 hits this game. Absolutely insane. 14-5 here in the 7th inning. 1-0 count, 2 outs, and I'm taking this one into right field, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 6-hit ball game. And I'm getting greedy again. Look at that. But that's really more just me trying to end the game faster, as we do end up advancing to the ALCS. Please leave your winner in the comment section below. Who you think we're going to be facing in the ALCS? Will it be Baltimore or will it be Seattle? Please leave your comments on that. And also, who you think will represent the National League in the World Series this year? I can't wait to see your comments. They're going to be awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. 1 home run, 6 for 6, a home run. I was a double away from the cycle. That's pretty much why I did it, just to try and get that cycle, you know. But I got greedy and I ended up paying the price. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer of myself, please hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you also subscribe for NCAA Football Dynasty. That will be on its way shortly. But until next time, my name is Sim with Vengeance, and I am the mayor of Jam City. And I'm out. Peace.